Hey gang, it's Symone because I'm going by Symone now. That I will get into, as a matter of fact, in a little bit. I just randomly decided that I wanted to make this video. It is Monday, December 9th right now. It's about 8:35 in the evening, and I don't know, I just started thinking about the new year. So I like to get a jump start before the year is up, and I just want to kind of, I don't know, something just made me want to make a video like to close out 2024 with. I have my espresso martini, extra creamy. I was gonna make like a hot cocoa espresso martini. Well, I wanted like Kahlua spiked hot cocoa, but I went to Target and they didn't sell Kahlua. So I found espresso martini, but it was like not creamy. So I just add a little bit of my creamer for my coffee. And it's really good. 15% alcohol too, so I'm feeling it. Sometimes when you get to the end of the year, it's like you forget how the year started because it's been 12 months already. So like you just forget like, oh my God, I was experiencing or going through these things at the beginning of this year. In my life, like this was one of those years where my life is a complete 180 of how 2024 started. Like, and I'm so thankful for that. Obviously, things that happened this year. I graduated nursing school. I moved to Georgia, finally out of orientation for my nursing position. I've been out of orientation since November, but you know, I've just been like, I feel like I'm getting my footing. You know, I don't know everything, but like, I feel pretty good about being on my own as a nurse. I have my apartment now. I got my puppy, my pote. Like, that's why I'm whispering, because he's asleep. Yeah, just like looking back at this year compared to now is wild. Like, it's crazy because it's not just different on an external level, it's also different on an internal level. Like, I remember what my vision board said at the beginning of this year, because you guys don't. Every year I host a vision board party where like my girls come through and we just like cut out of magazines and stuff like that, and we decorate a vision board for like our goals for that year. We started framing our vision boards and then hanging them up in your room, and then you can kind of see like throughout the year, like, oh shit, like this is coming about, this is coming about. When I moved, I got rid of my vision board for 2024. But like there's just so many things I remember that I want to just jump into, like the differences I've noticed in my life and the things that, how 2024 basically was for me. Just to go back to the beginning of the year, I mean, I was in starting my final semester of nursing school, knowing this is it. Like, after this, I'm gonna be a nurse. Like, ooh, it's nerve-wracking. So, I remember at the beginning of the year, just like finally being done with a romantic situation that was just, the whole situation just really, it took a toll on me throughout my whole nursing school experience. I was like fighting to get past it, rebuild my mental health from the whole situation. You know, sometimes you be like, oh, I'm done, and then you're not really done though. But that was when I was like, okay, no, I'm done for real. Like, this is it. And I knew, like, I just knew, and it wasn't even just with that situation, it was just like something awakened in me where I was like, I'm just done with less than. These situations that just make me feel some type of way or come with uncertainty or make me uncomfortable. I'm done with people pleasing. Like 2023, I did a lot of inner work. You know, I let external factors change my mind about what I knew to be true about myself. So 2023 was about kind of like relearning who I was and rebuilding who I was and my confidence and just my comfort in being who I was. And then 2024 was about making my external world match that. How I presented myself in the world, not being afraid to speak up, not being afraid to say my opinion, not being afraid to wear what I want, not shrinking myself in environments where there were people I felt had more authority over me. It took a little while, but I definitely feel like I'm in that energy for sure. So fast forward to the summer when I moved. I was gonna kind of give this update when I did like a 6 months post starting my job as a nurse, and I'll probably touch on it more in that video. Do like a 6-month update of like my experience as a new grad nurse video, but I think 6 months is a good mark. Just to touch on that, like I think I was like a little depressed when I first moved to Georgia. Like I just didn't have any friends out here, just wasn't feeling like confident in myself as a nurse. I was really struggling on the floor that I was working on. I was like questioning if it was for me. I just felt incompetent, and I just was having really bad anxiety. Like, I guess I just felt kind of lonely. Once I moved, I started like feeling like, okay, I'm creating that feeling of home again. So that helped. But I just remember orientation was still really rough. And there was a day that I just called my sister crying. Like, I just felt stupid. I was really just upset. Like I was just crying to her. Like at that moment, I felt like I hated going to work. I hated to go there. And my sister really, she just gave me such a good talk. Like, girl, you need to start speaking your mind. Like you need to stop feeling anxiety over how people are gonna receive you, how people are going to stomach you and what you have to say. Like that's not your problem. That's up for them to figure out. Like the things you think, like you need to start speaking on that. Like the only reason you feel this anxiety and this angst is because you don't speak on it. Like you be thinking the things that you want to say, but you don't say it. Like, and then you end up being the one leaving the situation upset when you could have just voiced how you was feeling and return that energy back to sender. I'm telling you, that talk, and then I prayed to God after that too, but I just feel like my life changed so much after that. I just really heard her. It's funny because like me and my sister, like she comes to me and when it comes to like matters of the heart, or like when you need to use more emotion than logic, and she's like my logic rock. When I'm overly emotional, she's like, no, fuck that. You need to do X, Y, and Z. Like, and that's just what it needs to be. I just remember like that just changed everything for me. And ever since then, I just been like, you know what? I take so much, like, I really have just lived my life in a way where I just been trying to people please. I just always want to be on the right side. I always want to be likable. I always want to not rub anybody the wrong way. I always want to be on the right side of the karmic scale. But you know what? It made me realize, I think this is one thing she said to me, and this was really what stuck. I've been breaking my back to fit in these people's boxes, to make sure I don't offend anyone, to be extremely likable and personable. And guess what? People still don't like me. Like, for whatever those reasons may be, people still will find a problem with you. People still will find a reason not to like you. People still will find a reason to hate on you. Like, so why are we going this hard to be likable? Like, I don't care anymore. And ever since then, I'm telling y'all, I just been feeling like I'm just on a high. I'm just living my life, like, unapologetically. When you are one way for so long, it's still gonna take a minute for you to like evolve into something else. But like, I speak more of what's on my mind. And worry less about how it's gonna be received or how someone's gonna react. But I just honor myself by speaking my truth and setting my boundary. Just done like shrinking myself, okay? I'm talking so much. It's definitely the martini. So I do want to get into, because this was around the same time, like when I started going by Symone. I usually go by Mo. Like, I've been going by Mo for a long time. Like, everybody knows me as Mo, like, but recently I started going by Symone. I was younger, I remember like just not really liking my name like that. You know, sometimes when little girls just like don't know how fly they really be, like, a name like Symone is really a it girl name, but like, I don't know why, it just was like, no, call me Mo. I was watching this video, her name is Jadina. She was just saying about how like the new version of yourself you're manifesting, like you should talk to that person. You should almost make like a name, like a character for that person. So you start, you know, manifesting through speech the life of that person. And she goes by the nickname her mom used to call her. It's just like, damn, like I go by Mo, but my name is Symone, and like, but that's really who I am. Like Symone is my name for real. Y'all, it's the tea. Because now that I'm really hearing myself like, girl, what are you talking about? But I know what I'm talking about, so whatever. But if you know, you know. I can't really explain this to someone who just don't get it, because I know you sitting there like, hey, but whatever. I feel like Mo is a version of Symone that is like, that was not confident enough to be Symone. Didn't even recognize that Symone was really that girl. And now I'm Symone. And Symone is really that girl. But low key, I just feel like who I am right now is exactly who I wanted to be when I was a kid. I just wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do. Like, it wasn't even about being like super this or super that. Like, I really just want to be able to do what I want to do, like, and help people that I love. Like, I want to be a resource for the people that I love, and I feel I am that now. And I just feel like so at peace and so happy. I don't know why, I just feel the need to say, yes, I'm single. And it's like, but I've been like manifesting my life. Like everything I've manifested for myself has been coming like right on time. Back when I was in school, everybody's like, what are you doing after school? Where are you gonna work? Where are you gonna apply? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna move to Georgia. Once I go there, I'm gonna get a nice apartment. Like, I'm gonna live with my sister for like 2 months, and then I'm gonna get a nice apartment. Boom, literally. Moved into my sister's, I think like the 20th, and I got my apartment, I think September 23rd or something like that. Literally 2 months. I did say that last year. I was like, I'm gonna get a puppy, I'm gonna get a puppy. But then I was like, once I moved here, I'm like, I'm used to a cat. Cats are so low maintenance. Like, the only thing, so I was like weighing the pros and cons of whether I should get a puppy or a cat. And I'm like, cats pretty much, they're self-sufficient, but I was just like, damn, a litter box in the crib. So I ended up getting a puppy, and like, I literally got my puppies. My goal after that was just to like, I wanted to make friends. I wanted to make friends in Georgia, and I wanted to feel really, really comfortable in my position at work. Really wanted to feel comfortable at work, because that's like, you think nursing school is over when you graduate, and it's like a whole nother round when you become a nurse, because it's like, you're learning everything all over again. That's a stressor. So I'm like, I want to feel more comfortable at work, and then I want to make friends, you feel me? Because I feel like that's important. Like, Sierra and Talia, I love you guys, but they're married. They're in another just era of their life. They be chilling, they work a lot. Like, I work 3 days a week, so I be trying to do stuff, but that's why I'm like, I need some friends. So I'm starting to make like work friends and stuff like that, and we're finally starting to like do stuff outside of work. So I feel like I'm getting there. So basically, that was like literally how I laid out how I wanted things to go, and all my manifestations are coming like right on time. And then I said, after that, I would be ready to meet my husband, because I ain't just trying to meet no man. I ain't just trying to be out here. I'm ready for my husband. Like, where's my husband? So I guess that'll be, I feel like that's coming in 2025. Like, and my thing is like, I ain't thirsty to get married. I'm not thirsty to get married right away. Like, that's not it. But I want to meet the man who's going to be my husband. Like, and then that way we can just start making memories and start doing stuff together. Like, that's all I want to do. I just want to meet someone who brings me peace, and we can just start building a life together, little bits at a time. But I definitely wanted to be the person who I'm gonna marry, because I'm just like not in the mood to date. And you know, God is gonna have for me whatever God has for me. But I ain't in the mood, y'all. I'm not in the mood. Like, I really just, I don't know. So my goal for 2025 is to just, you know, keep making more friends. These are like, obviously I have a lot of goals, okay? I be setting a lot of goals. So you guys will only get the ones that I'm comfortable sharing with people. I always tell y'all, don't be putting all y'all's business out there. So I'm sorry, but you guys will not be knowing everything I'm trying to manifest in 2025. You know when you'll know it? At the end of 2025 when I make another video like this. But until then, I'm gonna protect my manifestations. But yes, so my plan is to just get outside more in 2025. Like, I really just want to go places. I just want to experience life. Like, and I must say, and I feel like possibly someone needs to hear this or should hear this, but honestly, when you completely change your life, when you completely evolve as a person and like just evolve past who you were before, I promise you, I swear and I promise you, it literally feels like you're living an entirely new life. Like, I truly feel like my life is restarting, and this time is so much better just because I know better. I know my worth. I know how to speak up for myself. I know how to set boundaries. Like, there's so many more things that I know now. And now when you go out into the world and you navigate the world, it feels like you're living a brand new life. Literally, it feels like you get to everything you've experienced before. When you re-experience it with knowledge gained and like character development, listen, it's like a whole new life. So happy New Year's, you guys. And I'm gonna try and film my vision board party, or like, even if I don't have a party, I'm gonna try and film me making my vision board so you guys can have some inspo. Maybe you guys can make one with me, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching this long ass video. Love you guys. Have an espresso martini. Bye.